Hi guys, I wanted to make a quick video to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me and my backstory, why I became a coach, and why I love what I do. My name is Paige Bedson. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I have a 2-year-old little girl. I was born and raised here in Las Vegas, and growing up I had a lot of anxiety that I dealt with. I dealt with severe insomnia, and I had a very poor self-image, and that followed me everywhere. I looked in the mirror and I would see ugly, fat, acne-ridden face, and I would, that's not necessarily what was in the mirror, but I would think that when I looked in the mirror, and so that followed me everywhere. After high school, I ended up, just partying a lot, and I didn't really care. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have goals, so I partied a lot. I went on Taco Bell binges, and exercise wasn't even a word in my vocabulary. A couple of years later, after I got married, I got pregnant, and I was a high-risk pregnancy, so I really had to watch what I ate, and so I actually made a choice to eat clean. And after I had my daughter, I kind of fell back into bad habits again. I knew I wanted to change. I kind of lost my identity in a way. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew I needed to do something. I had this little girl now that I needed to support. And I wanted to find some goals, and I wanted to get healthy, and I needed to find this new identity for myself. So my husband joined the military, and he went away for training, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, okay, he's gonna get all this buff and be fit, and he's gonna come back to his wife eating tacos and bonbons on the couch, and I'm like, no, I need to do something. So I saw this hot blonde on Facebook, and she's all about this superfood shake, and she's having so much fun, and I'm like, you know what, I need to join her. I need some happiness in my life. So I joined her free challenge. I lost 4 pounds in her first free challenge. I joined her next free challenge. And then in January, 21 Day Fix was on sale, and she approached me about it. And, at first I was like, hey, that's just out of my budget. I can't afford that. And, she kind of recommended a couple solutions, and one of them was rearranging my grocery budget, because that'd be cutting out a meal a day, from my grocery budget. So that's lunch that I don't have to buy at the grocery store for 30 days. And it was also guaranteed. So if I didn't like it in any way, I could return it. So I went for it, and it happened to be the best investment I ever made in myself. I lost 9 pounds in my first round, and I loved it. It was quick 30-minute workouts. The shake was just so good. And so she approached me about the coaching opportunity, but I still was a little worried about the money. And so I stopped my auto direct shipment, and I tried a couple others. I tried Herbalife, and I tried Isolean, or something like that, Lean Shape, Ideal Shape, something like that. And they just didn't do what Shakeology did for me. Shakeology gave me energy. It made my digestive tract regular. It made me feel good, and it filled me up. So that's why I went back to it, and I said, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna become a discount coach, because I want this on a discount. And after a while, I got people starting to ask me about it and interested, and I said, hey, how do I direct them to the appropriate way so they could change their lives? And she talked to me about working the business, and eventually I got into it. I hosted my first challenge, and it was a hit, and I really got into it. But unfortunately, life happened, and in May I filed for divorce, and I kind of fell out of the coaching thing. I lost motivation for anything. I couldn't even get out of bed. So I kind of got myself back together. I made a plan for myself, and I said, you know what? I'm all in. I want to do this. I want this so bad. I'm going to eat, sleep, and breathe it. And so I did, and I just stayed consistent. Even throughout the divorce, I stayed consistent with what I was supposed to do. And finally, I got back out there, and I started talking to people and making things happen, and I started changing lives. And the messages I started to receive from people thanking me for changing their lives was just I would cry at every single one of them. And I would just be like, you know, this feeling right here, that I am making a difference, that I am making someone feel beautiful and confident and sexy, and getting them to reach their goals and supporting them, motivating them, and sometimes being that kick in the ass they need to get going, was worth it. It just was worth every blood, sweat, and tear I poured into it, and it's still going, and I love it. One last thing that I love about this is I have met the most amazing people in my life. I have never really had great friends, and I have met the most incredible people all over the country, and it's in Canada. And you know, when I've met some of these people in person, it's like we mesh perfectly. We are soulmates as friends, you know, it's amazing. So the connection with the people, the earning the free trips, like Nashville, I'm booked for Nashville as of yesterday, and it's going to be so amazing. And I'm working my way to the Dominican Republic next year, and just by eating right and exercising and getting paid to do so, getting paid to change lives. That's why I love what I do. So there it is. I hope you like it. Bye.